making disciples is difficult. Anybody? Anybody in your own disciple path? Has it been difficult for you? Have you wanted to go against some of the things that God has talked to you about in your own life? Have you loved another person as they are trying to become a disciple of Jesus, and it's not always great? It's messy. It can get ugly. Here's the thing. God has called us to be the people who are willing to go through the messy, who are willing to walk with people when it's ugly, because we're called to make disciples. We're not called to make fans of Jesus. We're called to make disciples of Jesus. And there's a big difference between those two things. Because making disciples is difficult. Back to 1 Peter 2, he says this, it's an honor for those who believe, right? It's an honor. But for those who do not believe, caveat, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Remember, they rejected the cornerstone to begin with. They're the ones that rejected it. And now that is the one that's supposed to build our life off of. That might make some people mad. Whenever we say the words of Jesus, and Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Guess what? There's a lot of people who disagree with that. And guess what? That's okay. Because it doesn't make it any less true. Because we believe Jesus is who he says he is. We believe the things that he says are true. And because we build our life on that, guess what? They can have another opinion. They can have another idea. But you can't earn your way to heaven. You need a holy God's holy sacrifice, which is found only in Jesus Christ. And so that is what we're going to stand up for. Because we believe Jesus when he says who he is. So they reject him, and now he's put in that place. And so they get upset about it. And it talks about right here that they stumble and they disobey. He becomes a stumbling block for them because he stands up for holiness and righteousness in a different path. And people want to go and do whatever they want. And so they stumble over the teachings of Jesus. Man, they really like the love your neighbor part. Like, that's a really good part of Jesus. But when they're like, abandon all this stuff and live holy, people are like, I don't remember Jesus saying that. I'm like, it's definitely in the Bible. Definitely in the same book you just read the other part from. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to follow that part. And I'm like, friends, don't have Jesus be a stumbling block to you. Let him be a stepping stone to the things he wants in your life. Let him be that foundation for the things he wants in your life. Because we don't want that. We don't want that stumbling block for you. We want victory for you. We want you to accept the work of Christ in your life so that it becomes something different. That's what my heart is for you, that you would have that kind of experience. Now, love God, make disciples, reach the world.